Alright, I admit it. I was wrong about Black Ops 7. It takes a big man to admit when he's wrong. For those of you that are unaware, I recently made a video basically saying that I think that Black Ops 7 may still manage to outsell Battlefield 6 and that the game might not be as bad as everyone was saying it was going to be. Before you guys freak out in the comments, I in no way was trying to imply that Battlefield 6 was going to be worse than Black Ops 7 or that Black Ops 7 was going to be a better game than Battlefield 6. My point was it has a better chance of selling a lot more units because it's on the PS4 and Xbox One, and I then stated that, Black Ops 7 might not be as bad as we may think it's going to be because, honestly, the beta was rather promising. We really didn't have a huge frame of reference for zombies and the campaign. There were some zombies elements in the beta, and again, we didn't have a full view of the multiplayer. Now, with Black Ops 7 fully released, I can definitively say that, one, I do not think it's going to outsell Battlefield 6, despite being on more consoles. I also don't think it's good at all. It's even worse than I think most people thought it was going to be. This game makes Call of Duty Vanguard look like Modern Warfare 2. It's that bad. I don't know how you can make the main multiplayer worse than the multiplayer in the beta. The current main release of the game is so unbalanced and just, it feels worse than the beta. I can't put my finger on it, but the TTK is off. The kill streaks are way overpowered. None of the guns feel right. The game flow is off. I don't know how it's possible, but the game seems to run worse in the full release than it did in the beta. Even more astonishing, the campaign is more cringe than the Beavis and Butthead and American Dad skins in the last game, which I thought was the lowest this series could get. Some of the base multiplayer skins in this game would look stupid in Fortnite. Now I know what you're all thinking. Gunty, this was the most obvious bomb of all time. What do you mean you didn't see this coming? And you are correct. This is probably one of my dumber takes I've had on this channel. But in my defense, there's one thing I know about Activision, and that's the fact that they love money. They do not care about making games. They want to make money. So I figured with the success that Battlefield 6 was having, I mean, it was a clear slam dunk mega success. You could see this coming years away. I knew this at the beginning of the year. Everybody knew that Battlefield 6 was going to be a success. So I had figured, okay, Activision has to be seeing this. They have to know that they have to step their game up this year. So I kind of just held out hope that maybe there would be something in this game, something they hadn't showed us, or something that would kind of come together in the final launch, because the beta had promise. I thought that the beta wasn't that bad. I thought it was fun gameplay, and I figured, hey, if this is representative of the quality that's there in the full game that's going to be released, hey, the game might not be that bad. Lo and behold, I was only getting the good stuff in the beta. Like I said, I didn't even think the game was going to be that great. I didn't think it was going to be as good as like a Modern Warfare 2019, but I thought it was going to just be kind of a fun Call of Duty romp. I did not think I would be making this video talking about the fact that it's probably going to kill the Call of Duty franchise. Like, it's that bad that I don't think the whales are even going to be interested in this game 2 months down the line. And that's the only thing that saved Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6 was also terrible. Honestly, a little bit better than Black Ops 7, but still a terrible game. And the only thing that kept that game afloat were these whales that basically converted government subsidies into bundles. Black Ops 7 might be the most embarrassing AAA game of all time, and that is saying a lot in 2025. I just couldn't imagine a company with this many employees, with this many shareholders and investors and people and oversight groups would put out something this incredibly bad. Like, you could ask anyone on the street and they would tell you, don't release this thing, it's embarrassing. This is like really bad for Activision. I don't even know where they go from here. They're probably gonna have to take a year off to kind of figure out what they're doing with this franchise, because it's not gonna work next year. Like, you need to get everyone together, sit everyone down, and figure out what you're gonna do with this brand and what the identity is. Otherwise, it's like this stuff that they're doing right now where they're just trying to be Fortnite. It isn't working because people already have Fortnite. They can go play Fortnite, and Fortnite's free. Call of Duty costs money. It's $70 for this, which I didn't buy, by the way. I played through Game Pass, and even doing it that way, I felt really guilty doing it because this is so bad. I think this is just kind of it for Call of Duty, and I know a lot of you are going to be in the comments being like, Call of Duty died like 10 years ago, and while I don't think that's an incorrect opinion by any standards, I do think that the series got a big revitalization with Modern Warfare 2019, and it seemed like it was going in a good direction, and now they're going to have to completely start over all of that goodwill that they built up with redoing basically everything with Modern Warfare 2019. We're basically back to starting at Infinite Warfare again, and I don't think people are going to put up with it for another cycle. We're not going into another rebuild on this series. At this point, in order to save Call of Duty, I wouldn't be surprised if Activision makes Call of Duty completely free to play, picks up the Fortnite model, and basically just does that COD Online that they had years ago for China, where it's just basically the Call of Duty multiplayer. It's free for everyone to play. They put out updates or whatever, and then they just sell skins through the bundles, because there's no way they're going to be able to sell another $70 Call of Duty after this. But anyway, I know this is a relatively short video, and I just wanted to make this just kind of setting the record straight. You know, I make videos giving takes all the time, and sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm very wrong, and I just want to, you know, make my opinions known as I adjust them. I don't want to seem like some kind of flip-flopper that goes this way or that way. I kind of want to explain my reasoning of why I thought that at one point and why I've sort of changed my opinion over time. And I also want this channel to be my own sort of unique opinions. I don't want to just parrot stuff that everyone else is doing. Like I said, everyone was just dogging on Black Ops 7 pre-release, so I wanted to try and look at some of the positives and try and find a way that it might end up being good, because I thought maybe Activision might surprise us. You know, it's like when you watch a football team go like 0-7, when that 8th game comes around, you're like, well, maybe they're going to win. I mean, they've got to win one of them. This is going to be it. Put all my money on it. And of course, in this instance, Activision, the 0-7 team, is going to go completely defeated this season. And again, if you look at my channel, I'm not somebody that typically clickbaits a ton of just hot takes to try and get people to click on my video. I'm not trying to rage bait anyone with any of these videos. I just like to put out interesting thoughts, and obviously this one was way wrong. But let me know, what do you think about Black Ops 7 down below? Do you think Call of Duty is completely dead? Do you think it has a chance of coming back next year? Do you actually like Black Ops 7? Honestly, there are some like relative redeeming qualities of the game. It's not like it's completely unfun to play the multiplayer. It has its moments, but in sort of the context of going up against Battlefield 6 and all of the recent Call of Duty games, it just feels incredibly lackluster and like something you would see on the free-to-play market. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.